And the Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to go up top. Brings it down on the right side. He's loose. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Genty. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
You think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jet.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on...
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic, but...
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. He got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Offense gets set for second down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Harrison. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Second down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Judkins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. 1st down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Going downfield for the big play. He got it. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Go straight ahead. And they get him down.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He didn't get there. 4th and goal from the 1, and they are stuffed.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What an enormous play. The 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety, what's going through your head?
Oh, man, your clock's going off. You know you got to get the football out quick, but I'll tell you, you're also licking your chops because you know in this area of the field, you probably have one-on-one opportunities to the outside. So if you get time and you're able to make an accurate throw, you could hit pay dirt, and they just did right there, going 99 yards to the crib.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that roster. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air, it's Griffin. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking for the score. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
And they tacked on the extra point.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Snags it down the right side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Hey, nice job by the offense there, attacking the middle of the field. Excellent route, finding the soft spot in the defense. Nice job by the quarterback putting it right on his guy.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes.
Oh, look out, there he goes! The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Using his legs to buy some time. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3. Catch in the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Gets it out quickly. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
If he houses this, it's ball game. Takes it the other way. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win.
Oh, that's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. In this juncture of the game, it's overtime. You're down in the red zone. You know the windows are going to be small. Just got too aggressive with his decision-making. Throws the costly interception. Now the opponent's about to take over, and if they score, they win.
And he drops the curtain. Lights out. Game-winning field goal in overtime. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.